Hi everyone, it's Tina Newby here with Team Realty and Investment Solution. Welcome to another episode of Realtor Can Cook. And today I am in this gorgeous kitchen that is currently on the market for $288. This home has 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 2 car garage, and it's a single level home. And the home is located in the most desirable community of Touchstone in Tampa. The community is gorgeous. It got tons of amenities such as the pool, the clubhouse, children playground, children water splash park, and the gym. If you are interested in Touchstone community and in this house, give me a call and I'll show you around. Now, let's get to where we are, why we're here today. Let's cook. And guess what my recipe is gonna be? Egg roll. A lot of people been asking me and requesting that I do an egg roll recipe. So here it is, guys. I'm gonna show you how my mom made her egg roll. All right, guys, let's get into making egg roll. So first, let's go over the ingredient that we're gonna use today. We're gonna have 1 pound of ground pork. What I do is I put about a teaspoon of salt in here already. We're gonna have a cup of sweet white onion minced, a cup of carrot shredded, a cup of black fungus mushroom, and it's also mint, a cup of shredded yucca, and about a cup of cellophane noodle. So let me show you what these are. So this ginormous things here, it's a root and it's the yucca. So you got it like this. I see it in, if you can't find it in a normal like Publix or a grocery store, usually the Asian store will have this and it's about this size. You take it home and then you just peel and it's gonna be like this, and then you shred it into this. And then the black fungus mushroom, it's like this and it's dry. So what you do is when you get it home, you will soak these in hot water for about half an hour, and it's gonna be like this. So it's just gonna, you're just gonna hydrate it back, and then you will mint it into this. And then obviously carrot, and then the cellophane noodle, it's dry as well. So you just go ahead and soak it in warm water for about half an hour, and then what you do is you just kind of use the scissors and cut it up into pieces like this. All right, so then once we have all of this, what you're really doing is you're just gonna go ahead and dump all the ingredient into the ground pork. And this is the recipe that my family used for a very long time. And obviously, you know, I do sometimes do vegan egg roll. So what that would be is instead of using ground pork, you can go ahead and use half and half, maybe half a pound of tofu, and then use half a pound of those vegan crumble. That would be good too. And then, you know, all the same ingredient, that would be super as well. Sometime if I have extra mushroom laying around, I'll add some to my vegan egg roll, but you don't have to. Okay, so here you go. And then last but not least, the noodle. And then so now, like I had mentioned earlier, I put about a teaspoon of salt already into my ground pork. So then now what you do, you cannot, this is a teaspoon of this sauce. Put it in. A teaspoon of sugar and a teaspoon of mushroom seasoning. You can find the mushroom seasoning at the Asian store as well. Okay. Or if you have those chicken bouillon cube, you can put a cube in. All right, and then let's go ahead and really mix it in really well. So you just want to mix it in. And the reason why I do a teaspoon of seasoning is it's up to you. If you feel like what I usually do or what my mom does is she usually make it like a really big bulk, and she season it, mix it up, right? And then what she does is she put a little bit of it into the microwave, cook it for about 30 seconds, try it to see if you like the flavor. If it needs more salt, then you add more salt, or just add a little bit more fish sauce. But remember, you can also make some sauce to go with the egg roll. So the egg roll doesn't really have to be salty when you mix the filling. All right, so this is gonna take a while to kind of mix because you want to get everything, you want them to marry in and mix and get really well. So I want to talk to you about Touchstone community. This community is a newer community. This home is one of the first homes that was being built, and it finished in the late 2018. They are still building now, but they had slowed down due to our situation with COVID and shutdown. So they're slowing down. There are not that many homes that is resale right now, except for this one and another one that is will be on the market soon. So if you are looking for something in Touchstone community, this home is probably one of the better choice for you. And the reason being is that if you like new build, it's kind of nice because 2018 is still pretty new, but guess what? The previous owner already go through all the testing and all the new build kinks. So they kind of took care of all that for you. So it's very much move-in ready, and you don't have to worry about the new build kinks, which is nice. And the community have a really nice size pool. They have nice size children playground, and I don't see a lot of community that have a splash pad for the kids, so which is nice. This is not a big community. I think that consider all the community with the new build, this would probably be a smaller size community, which is nice. And they also have the gym. You can rent out the clubhouse for birthday party once, we get to do all that again. All right, so let me keep mixing here for a little bit, and I will show you how to make egg roll. All right, so after you mix all the ingredient together, you're gonna get the filling will look like this. And then, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll it into egg roll. And what you need for that is egg roll shell. You can get this at the Asian store. And one of these is about 25 egg roll, which you should be able to, this 1 pound of ground pork and everything else in it, you should make about 25 egg roll. And what you also need is a little bit of water. Some people use egg yolk. I don't like it. I just use water just because when I fry it up, it's just gonna make things cleaner. Guess what? There's no egg in egg roll. Ha ha ha, see? Anyway, so here is what we're gonna do. It's gonna look like this. And when you buy it at the store, it's gonna be frozen. So before you use it, you should just take it out and put it in the refrigerator until you're ready to use it. So you're gonna peel it, and it's gonna look like this. And then what you do is you put it here. Here, let me move this here so you can see it. All right, so what you do is you take about this much, you put it right here, and then you roll it first, right like this, And then you flip for the two sides. And then you kind of squeeze it a little bit. And then rolling, rolling, rolling. Yep. And just like that. And then you just put a little bit of water just so that it kind of stick to it. Like this. And then you keep rolling. What I recommend too is that if you want to do egg roll, what I do is we usually just make like a really big batch of it, and then you can roll it up like that. And what you do is you just freeze it in the freezer, and then whenever you want to eat some, you can just take them out and deep fry them. With egg roll, I'm pretty sure you guys know, there's a lot of things you can do with it. Well, obviously you can eat it. You can use it as an appetizer, or you can eat it with noodle, vermicelli noodle. You can make like vermicelli noodle salad with it. Or I like to wrap it with, use lettuce, and then wrap my egg roll with lettuce and eat it that way. There's a lot of different ways to eat it. You can have it as a snack. But since my family, whenever we do egg roll, we just do a whole bunch of it. And like I said, we just kind of freeze it and then eat it, cook it when we want to eat it. So since it's a process, might as well just get all of it done, and then you can save it for a while. I would say you can probably freeze it for about, I would say you can keep it up to 3 months, but I don't think that it ever lasts that long, 3 months. So, all right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and roll up a few more, and then I will show you how to deep fry it without using the deep fryer. If you have a deep fryer, go ahead and use it, but you don't need to have a deep fryer to cook the egg roll. I'll show you a really simple way to do it for like a small batch. So let me roll up a few more of these, and I will see you back here, and I'll show you how to cook it. All right, guys, so I went ahead and rolled the egg roll. Look, it's like this. So basically what you try to do is you try to roll them the same size so that they're cooked the same time. All right, and then what I do is I use just canola oil or whatever oil that you use for your family. And then just need is a pan. And what I do is it depends on the size of the pan. That's how much oil you want. But you want the top of the egg roll to be the same level as the oil. So what I do is I turn it on high, the stove, the burner on high first. And then I'll just pour this in. Okay, that's good. So what you want to do is you just kind of want to wait until the oil get hot. All right, so you see how the oil is getting hot? What I do is I wait until the oil get this hot, and then I'll go ahead and turn it down to medium heat, and then we'll go ahead. So you remember when we roll the egg roll, we put water so it sticks. What you want to do is you want to put that on the bottom. So you just on the bottom. And what I like to do is I don't like to wait until the oil get really hot, because then it's gonna splash you. So just when the oil, you see how the oil just kind of bubbly like this? This is perfect for you to start putting the egg roll in. You want it to be on the bottom, there you go. Yeah, you don't want the oil to splash you. So this is perfect. Okay. All right. So just kind of let it cook like this for a little bit. I would say don't turn them into about 5 minutes when it's nice and brown, and then turn them over for another 5 minutes and you should be done. So let me go ahead and get this thing going, and I'll show you what it will look like when you know that it's done. All right, so it's been 5 minutes and the side looked like this. So this is a good time to turn them over. Splashing a little bit, so just be careful. There you go, and then you let it sit for another 5 minutes, and that is done. So let's wait. All right, so looks like our egg roll, it's about done. So it's gonna look like this. You see how it's golden brown all around. That's when it's done. Okay, so what I would do, go ahead and turn off the stove, and then what you want to do is you want to put some paper towel on the bottom of whatever that you're going to put the egg roll on, so the oil can soak in a little bit. But what you do is take it out, kind of do this so the oil can, and then you take it out. See, you don't need a deep fryer to have nice golden brown all around egg roll. You can just use what you have at home and it's just as good. I actually like this way better, just because you don't have to use so much oil as with the deep fry, or you kind of have to put in a lot of oil. All right. So obviously, I wish you guys can smell it because it smells really good. But what we're gonna do is we gotta wait for it to cool for a little bit before I'll show you what it will look like. So give me a second here. I wanna show you, look at this. This is, see how it's all golden brown all around? And if you do them the same size, then they're all gonna come out like this. Yum! All right, guys, look what it is. It's our nice brown, yummy egg rolls. So now that it's done, and I kind of let it sit for a little bit so it's not too hot, but you want to eat it when it's still warm or semi-hot though. It tastes really good. So let me show you. So this is what you want the egg roll to be, kind of brown all around. There you go. Okay, and then let me break it up for you guys so you can see the inside. Can you hear it, how crunchy it is? There you go. So this is what the inside should look like. Nice, yummy, and you see the cellophane noodles? Yeah, okay. So let's try it. It's still a little hot. It is really good. The seasoning is just enough for you to be able to just eat the egg roll by itself. If anyone who likes dipping sauce, you can get the duck sauce at the store, or my kids like to do, they mix a little bit of sugar and water and add a little bit of soy sauce in, and that will be their dipping sauce. But you can eat this by itself. You can cook this up and eat it with your salad. You can eat it with your noodle. You can eat it by itself. Thank you so much again for joining me in another episode of Realtor Can Cook. I hope you like the recipe. If you have any questions about the recipe or the home that I'm in right now, please don't hesitate to reach out. My number is 727-835-6801. What I will also do is I have a virtual walkthrough of this home that I can go ahead and put the link in the description so you can see this beautiful home too. If you have any questions at all about the real estates and how the market are doing, please also call me, and I would love to chat with you about the recipe, about real estates, or just anything in general. If you have another recommendation for the next recipe for our next Realtor Can Cook episode, please comment or send me a text. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful day and stay safe. Bye.